Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Journey to Wisdom and Wealth. My name is Tara. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. You know, you're already part of the what? Grateful gang, 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 grateful gang, 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 grateful gang, 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 grateful gang, 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 gang. And if you're not a part of Grateful Gang, we'd love to have you over here. It is free 99. It costs you nothing. Zip, zilch, zero, nada. You just have to press the red subscribe button, okay? Thank you so much in advance if you have. If you're not new, I hope you're hitting the thumbs up button. If you're new, still hit that thumbs up button. Make sure your notification bells are turned on. But that's all the church announcements for today. Today is going to be a different video, but it is based on budgeting. You guys know that now I'm giving myself all the money for the month for groceries. And so I'm trying to make it a big point of meal prepping for my weeks. I wanted to attempt a monthly meal prep, you guys. No. No, it is okay. It's a no for me, dog, right now. I'm gonna say right now, and maybe because I haven't really sat and wrote things down in the past. I just kind of was like, okay, I'm cooking this for the week and that's it. Because I've been meal prepping. That was one of my goals from 2023, and I did well with it. But now having to sit and think and write, I tried it. Not right now. Not right now. So now I'm just focusing on making a weekly plan and then maybe moving to a bi-weekly plan. But for now, let me just tell you how I process my weekly meal plans. First thing I had to do in my head was get out all the things in my head on what I like to eat and what I enjoy. I have a lot of allergies, shellfish, some nuts, tree, pollen, dander, all of that. You know, I've got a lot of allergies and I'm very specific in what I like. So what I did was created a list of meals that I like, and I would suggest you do the same thing. I then went to Pinterest and chose a couple of meals that I think that I would want to try. And then the last one, because I'm a little picky, I have veggie lists, frozen food lists, and things I still want to try that I didn't get a good recipe for. Some of the things on there are like tacos and salmon, rice and string beans, jerk chicken and rice, burritos, pasta salads, nachos. See, I like a lot of Mexican-y, Hispanic meals, spaghetti and meatballs, meatball subs, things like that are on there. And then some of the Pinterest meals I was interested in is one pot Cajun chicken pasta. If you know anything about me, I'm a one pot girly. I love anything I can cook in one pot. Turkey and sweet potato skillet, bang bang chicken, honey garlic chicken, beef and broccoli ramen, honey sriracha ground chicken, sweet potato healing bowl, and garlic butter chicken and rice. Also one pot. A lot of the veggies that I like, and I'm telling y'all this so that y'all can comment down below with some ideas of foods that you enjoy that maybe I can add to my list. Comment away. Cabbage, Caesar salad, spinach, broccoli, kimchi, carrots, bok choy, collard greens, mixed vegetables, lettuce, and kale are some of my favorite veggies. Friday foods, like Friday is going to be because I used to eat out Friday and Saturday, but with my low buy year, I'm trying to keep that just to one time eating out for the week. So I need to either substitute my Friday and Saturdays with other things, and I'm thinking probably frozen pizza or homemade non-pizza or homemade pizza in general, beef patty and cocoa bread, chicken wings and fries, grilled cheese, that kind of stuff, easy stuff, tuna melts, things like that. And the three things that I know I want to try already are arroz con pollo, jollof rice, maple mustard, chicken, and potatoes. So that's just my start, and then all the things. I will see if I can link a list of the things that I like and have on my list below, so you guys can check it out if you want to add it to your list or if you want to create your own list. Next up, after I've done that, now my brain feels a lot more ready to get into this process. I go into the pantry and I write everything that's in my pantry. Okay, now that I'm done with pantry staples and adding them to my Google Sheet, I am going to now go to the fridge and freezer. I don't know if I'm going to do the spices today unless a recipe or something calls for a specific spice, but I feel like my spice drawer is pretty compact to do. So it has mostly stuff like I always need garlic and onion powder, which is something I think I'm going to consider purchasing from Sam's Club, and these are like usually the overflow of all the spices and things like that. So we're going to head into the fridge and freezer section of all of this, and maybe even organize a little bit, because look, the fridge look crazy all over again. I think I'm going to start in the freezer. Alright guys, so I am done for the most part. There obviously are ways that this could have been better set up. I did my best. I didn't want to spend all day on it, but I do have different categories. I have pantry stuff, spice packets, sauces, in clear things that are in the clear containers, snacks that are in there, drinks. The only thing I really am monitoring are water and like my sparkling bubbly, which I don't have any more sparkling bubbly, so it's not on the list. Root vegetables like potatoes and garlic and onion. Then I did the fridge and the freezer. And for the fridge stuff, because they're a little more perishable, things that were under half or more than half at 0.25, like a quarter only left, I made it in red. So I know that's something I probably want to re-up on, like barbecue sauce or General Tso sauce, because I used it. And then in orange here, you'll see there are things that I added expiration dates, because they are going to be, someone's at my door. They're going to be things that are expiring within January. So I want to see how I can use those in menu. But that's basically it. And I did go ahead and just clean out the areas. There is my cleaner. In case, because it was like, why not? And so this is what the freezer is looking like now. So much better. And there's no chicken in there, yo. And this is what the fridge is looking like now. Things I didn't include in the fridge were like the waters and juices and things like that. I'm going to know when I'm out of water or juice that I want. So I didn't want to clutter my spreadsheet too much. So now that that is complete, the next thing that I will do is actually sit down, look at this list, and start filling out things that I can make from what I already have, and then filling in empty spaces after that.
So already after looking at this, I know I have that pasta that is in there and needs to be cooked, and it's like a meal on its own anyway, so that kind of works out. There's a sausage already down there. There's rice and pasta. So I'm just going to sit now and look at the list of things I enjoy eating and see what I can make.
Excuse me. Then the next thing I did was created themes for days, or just ideas. So if I got stuck or I didn't know what I was going to do, I can reference this theme sheet. Thank you so much to Yanni, who I was able to call in the time of need, because I was like, girl, I am so stuck. I don't understand. And so she helped me, and I appreciate her so very much. So here we have, tentatively, if I was stuck, I can use Sundays as Caribbean meal day, and Monday would be leftovers from Sunday. Tuesday would be Hispanic day, and then Wednesday would be leftovers from Hispanic day. Thursday would be Asian day, and then leftovers from that, or fast food, because I have that choice. Or is there something fast? And then Saturday could eat out or fast food, because I think Friday and Saturdays are going to be my eat out day, because I'm allowing myself one eat out day during this low by year per week. And so then other ideas would be, the other ideas section would be air fryer meals, Pinterest meals, cookbook meals. I have so many cookbooks. I need to look through them. Instapot meal, crock pot meals, cozy meals. I'm just sharing these with you in case this is something you want to think about also. And then fast meals for me would be like burgers, fries, pizza, beef patties, wings. And I put wings here because I was like, that'd be cool if there was like Wings Day on Wednesday. But like I said, I'm going to mostly base what I'm making based off what I have in the house. But if I ever get to the point where I've used up all the things, then these would be great ideas. So let's talk about what I'm having for this first week of January.
So this is the 1st through the 7th. For lunch, on Monday and Tuesday, I'm thinking steak, potatoes, and broccoli, because I have broccoli that needs to be made, potatoes that need to be made, and steak that I'd already gotten that's in the fridge. For dinner, I'm thinking chicken, roasted garlic pasta, which is a pasta that's in the fridge that needs to be cooked, and a little bit of whatever's left of the broccoli that's there, and that will also be dinner for Tuesday. On Wednesday, I'm thinking of doing a ground burrito a ground turkey burrito, because I already am eating red meat on Monday. I figured I didn't want to do ground beef, although I already have ground beef in the fridge. So I need to buy turkey in there. You know, I'm going to go through and see what ingredients I need to buy. That would be my next step. But that's what I'm having for Wednesday and Thursday. And then for Wednesday and Thursday's dinner, I'd like to make some buffalo wings. Now, I already have buffalo sauce, so that's why I went with that direction. And then some french fries or potatoes, but I think fries because I already having potatoes earlier in the week. And then Friday, I'm thinking, because I already have a sausage in the fridge, I think it's a garlic herb sausage, I'll make garlic stir-fried rice, because I can just make more rice for the burritos and make some of them left over and make it cold, so I can have a good stir-fry with just some mixed vegetables, something easy. Then Friday, probably like a tuna melt, something easy, and some chips. And then Saturday, sausage, stir-fry leftovers, or I can eat out. A lot of times on the weekends, I only eat one meal, so that's just another option. And then Sunday, again, I probably only eat one meal, but if I don't, I have bagels, and I'm going to need to buy some cream cheese, and then I'll make a bigger meal, stewed chicken and rice and peas, so that I can have Sunday leftovers from Monday. So in the beginning, for me, it's more about using what I already have.
I told you a lot of those themes in the beginning there. For the beginning, for me, my priority is using up what I have in my pantry and fridge that are going to expire or need to be used. So the first week, that pasta's been in there, those sausages been in there, so I want to use them, and the potatoes been here and things like that. I want to use them to make sure I'm not wasting any food. And then next week, I'll see where we're at with what's left in the pantry, and I'll probably go into my budget, the sheet that I created, and take off like, oh, what we've used, we don't have this anymore, and do a quick review, quick run through. I think it'll go a lot faster because I'm not writing in all the things that I have. It'll just be like taking stock of what is left for the week. So after that, then I'm going to go through my list again and the meals that I chose and see what I need to buy. And because I have that pantry list, I'll know exactly what I need to buy. Like, I know I'm going to need cream cheese because I didn't have any cream cheese in the fridge. I know I'm going to need ground turkey because I didn't have any ground turkey in the fridge or the freezer. And I'm hoping that once I get more acclimated to doing this on like really written out on a weekly basis, I will be able to do this on like a bi-weekly basis. I think I changed my mind too often to do a full month. I thought I wanted to do that. I've been saying that over and over again, but then doing it, and that's why I told y'all this year with goals and things like that. Allow yourself to be flexible and be realistic for what is good for your life. And then once I figure out what actually needs to go on my grocery list, I'm going to go online at Walmart and order the things for my grocery list so I can do a pickup. Because if I do a pickup, then I don't have to worry about overspending. You feeling me? And then this is my little quick handwritten list of things that I think I'm going to need to create the meals. So the next thing for me to do is to log on to walmart.com. That's just because I'm logging onto my Capital One, because a lot of times through Capital One, they will have, I'm looking down at the thing. I will log into the Capital One and see what they have, if they have the Walmart 5% off. Because if I'm going to put it on my card, I might as well get all the percentage I can get. Or you can, of course, go through Rakuten, which I'm going to look at this year. If you can get a percentage through there, definitely make sure you get your percentage through there. All right, so normally my percentage off is a 1.5, I believe. So if I go through my credit card here, I can get a 2% cash back. So I'm going to start my Walmart order here so I can get a 2% cash back. All right, guys, so I did not end up doing some things like the chicken legs. I'm gonna get those at Sam's, and probably water, but I did add some things like freezer bags, which is more household, but right now it's saying the total is $44.44. I ordered everything I think I needed, and then I'm going to go ahead and pick any substitutions that I think I need and place this order for pickup tomorrow. Okay, so the pickup for that is free because I'm driving there to get it there. I believe it said that my order, they'll hold $51 and some change, and I also had 45 cents in Walmart cash back that I used towards that order. I have scheduled a pickup for about 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, so 9 to 10 or something like that. So I'm very happy with that, and that way I know I'm on budget. They hold more than your order could be, but in case they have to do substitution, and I always choose my substitution, either whether I don't want you to substitute it at all or what I would rather you substitute it with, because sometimes they don't know how to pick what you want to pick. I'm not a big, not a big fan of other people picking my stuff, but because most of that stuff is not fresh produce, I'm okay. Like fresh fruit or vegetables, I'm okay with it. But you guys, that order is done, and that's basically how I meal prep for the week.
The Walmart to get our stuff. Look at that, groceries in the bag. It was a bit of a wait, but she just told me actually, she said there's only 2 of them. So I guess that makes sense. So I'm glad I got it. It's pickup was 9 to 10. I got here about 10 something, 10:35 now, but I'm not complaining. Order is done and I didn't have to go in the store. Bye.
Remember, if you have any tips for me, please leave them down in the comments. I definitely don't have this down pat or anything, so any tips, comments, concerns, leave them to the bottom for me, because y'all, we're working with like $80 for every 2 weeks. Holla at your girl. Help, send help. But thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed seeing my process and how I meal prep on a weekly basis for myself on a lower budget. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Remember, order to be great, you have to be grateful, and I'm super duper grateful for you. Have a wonderful, blessed day. It is faith over fear. It's faith over fear this year, but not just this year, but what? Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever, Bye. Jazz hands.